4 weeks. And what will you do when you get the second Bible then? Oh, give it away to a little church in town where there's no Bible. I wasn't sure I understood. No Bible in the entire church? Certainly, said Petrov. And there are many such churches in this country. You'll find the same in Romania and in Russia. In the old days, only the priests had them. Ordinary people could read, and since communism, it's been impossible to buy them. It's not often I have a piece of luck like this. My sense of excitement mounted. I could hardly wait to show Petrov the treasure I had waiting for him in the car. That night I drove up to the apartment, checked the street to make sure it was empty, and then took inside the first of many cartons of Bibles I was to deliver to this man over the years. Petrov and his wife watched me put the box on one table, their eyes wide in frank open curiosity. What's that? Petrov asked. I lifted the top and took out a Bible. I put it in the trembling hands of Petrov, and another into the hands of his wife. And in the box, Petrov asked? More, and still more outside. Petrov closed his eyes, his mouth working hard to control the emotion he was feeling. But 2 tears rolled slowly out from behind his closed lids and fell on the volume on his hand. What about this? Maybe you hear the pastor went over today. Nobody's ever said that to me. The pastor went over today. At least we have the freedom to go over and not have to spend hours like they did behind the Iron Curtain attending church. Listen to this. I know I'm going long. Hold on. In effect, there are 2 churches here now, Petrov said. A puppet church and a real church. And so, in this first worship service in Bulgaria, it took us 12 of us more than an hour that evening to assemble for the meeting, arriving at intervals so that at no time would we appear to be a group gathering. At 7:30, our time came. Walked past an apartment house, just happened to turn in together, just happened to go up to the 3rd floor, looked around briefly, and entered the apartment without knocking. 8 men and women were gathered when we arrived, 2 more coming at 7:45 and 7:55. The room was very dark. Only one small light bulb hung from the ceiling, and blankets had been draped over the windows to block out prying eyes. I wondered if these people were too poor to afford shades. No one spoke. Each new worshiper took his place around the central table, bowed his head, and prayed silently for the safety of the coming meeting. Precisely at 8 o'clock, Petrov stood up and spoke in a low voice, translating himself for me as he went. We are blessed tonight to have a brother visit us from Holland, Petrov whispered. I shall ask him to share with you a message from the Lord. Petrov sat down and I waited for the hymn, then realized that of course singing was impossible in this church underground. I spoke for perhaps 20 minutes, then nodded to Petrov. He jumped up and with a flourish unwrapped the package that he had brought with him and held up a Bible. There was exclamations that threatened to be too loud before those assembled caught themselves and put hands to the mouth. Then there was a great bear hug from the men, and warm foreheads on the shoulders from the women, before they passed the book from one hand to another, tenderly opening it and closing it again. Maybe you've heard this. The pastor went over today. At least we have somewhere comfortable in a nice building with AC and heat. And then lastly, maybe you've heard this. The song leader sang this extra song today. He sang the same verse twice. Did you notice that? Not you, Brad, but other song leaders. Good thing we have a God worthy of praise, who we are going to be praising in heaven for eternity. It's good practice. It's a good thing. We're grateful to have a hymnal. If you look more, I have a long time. If you looked in these more of these stories, and that one over there, you would see that they would hand type hymnals out. Hand type out a hymnal in the Iron Curtain. They would hand type books out, commentaries, so that people would have it. Why should I be thankful? Because equal blessings. Because number 2, revelation. Number 3, relationships. Conclusion. God has been good to us. Maybe you're here this morning and you have a spirit of thankfulness. And you realize that I forgot some things. Amen. We have much to be thankful for. And maybe you're here this morning and you aren't thankful. What steps do you need to take to get to that point in your life? Tonight we'll look at even more of these reasons. I hope you can come back and hear them. We'll also conclude tonight with how to be thankful, if that's a struggle. God has been gracious to us. He is good. He's a good, good Father. Will you stand with me as we close in prayer? Father, thank you for the time to be with the folks. We looked at much material. Father, we looked at only the surface, a very small portion of the things that you have given us, but you don't ask for anything in return. Father, we just want to say thank you for those things. We understand that we have much in this world that we have worked hard for, but there's still so much that you have just really showered upon us. We thank you for your Son. We thank you for the relationship you create. We look forward to learning how to be more grateful for who you are. I pray that you would help us to have a spirit of thankfulness. I pray that our country would have a spirit of gratitude to you, not just to each other, but to you specifically. That they would look towards you and see the just wonderful blessings you blessed us with. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Brad's going to lead us in a song.